All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, today we are starting with a new type of content where we discuss fantasy football before the season starts. And we're going to go ahead and start with what wide receivers we're thinking about drafting um, in the first couple of rounds. And then we have some other topics about wide receivers to discuss, and then um, next week we'll talk about running backs, and then eventually we'll get to quarterbacks and tight ends. So today we're gonna go ahead and get started with wide receivers. The first pick you're going for, if you could pick a wide receiver right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask my buddy Wade who he would pick.
All right, thank you. So if I had first pick for a receiver, I'm gonna have to go with Jamar Chase, Cincinnati. Jenny, I'm just like collabing with my buddy Scott, and we're just running through fantasy football talk for the upcoming football season. We're just specifically talking about wide receivers
Okay.
this week.
Yeah, I think Jamar Chase is also going to be my first pick. I really don't think you can go wrong with him because last year, I mean, he had 403 fantasy points in PPR. Um, so there's really no argument there. The next best person had 317, so he almost dusted them by 100 points. So I really don't think anyone else can really compete with Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow's not getting worse. Joe Burrow had a rough start last year, and I think some of the years before that, his first couple of games aren't as good. But Jamar Chase still is productive, especially in PPR, because all you have to do is catch the ball to get a point. So, all right, what about your second pick, sir? If you can't get Jamar Chase, who's next for you?
If I can't get Jamar Chase, it's it's up in the air for me. I'm stuck between either Justin Jefferson or Amra St. Brown. I had St. Brown last year, and I'm pretty sure he finished either. Let me see. I think yeah, he finished third behind them
Yeah, but he finished
last
third
year,
by he
just barely.
by 1 point,
Yeah,
basically.
so I think I'm gonna stick with St. Brown. Detroit's looking strong again.
Okay,
Um,
they are.
so, so therefore, I think I'm gonna stick with him.
I have to extend his box a little bit. All right, so Amon-Ra St. Brown is Wade's second pick. I need to change this color here and then fix that. All right, so Wade's going with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I mean he had 316 fantasy points, 1,200 yards. Yeah, it's not that he had a surprisingly good year. He had a surprisingly top five good year in fantasy football. Like,
Yeah, I think he got a lot. He got in the end zone a lot, and then he's always been their number one option. So his reception numbers were always going to be there. But I think he scored a lot more
yeah.
last year. And him staying healthy is also another
Yeah, he had 12
big one.
touchdowns, and the only other person close to that that's not Jamar Chase is Terry McLaurin. So, yeah, good points there. I'm actually going to go with someone different here. I'm actually going to go CD. And the reason I'm going CD is because, um, hopefully I spelled it right since I can't see because I had to make everything white. I'm going with CD for two reasons. Not that Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't good, or that Justin Jefferson's not good. Justin Jefferson's injuries worry me, and they screwed me over last year. Cause I had Justin Jefferson, and it screwed me over. So hold on, I need to get rid of this thing on my stream real quick. Okay. So I'm going with CD. I think CD always produces unless CD gets hurt. Um, let's see where CD finished last year. So CD actually finished 8th last year
Yeah, he
with
was in the top 10. I had him.
263 points. So kind of an off year for CD, but CD's still the number one receiver in Dallas. And unless Dak goes anywhere, or the line takes some significant injuries, I think that's going to stay the same. And I just can't. I can't put just me personally. I can't put Justin there or Amon-Ra St. Brown there. But again, that's just me. So
Yeah, CD is definitely coming on my list. I don't know whether he's going next or not. But I wouldn't have went that high with him. I believe I know he's still going to be the number one options, but with the George Pickens pickup, I think it's either going to really free him up and he's gonna have a really boom year, or he's gonna share a lot more targets depending on how much chemistry Dak and Pickens pick up early in the season.
yeah, no, I definitely understand that. All right, who's your third pick then?
So third, yeah, Jefferson's injuries worry me. But then again, like he's just one of those freak athlete that doesn't need a quarterback, doesn't he's just always gonna be open, and somehow as long as he stays healthy,
Yeah, I mean, one of the
um
things about Justin Jefferson that does worry me a little bit is JJ McCarthy. I mean, JJ McCarthy sat out all last year due to injury, which is fine. You can learn the playbook, you can, learn from a veteran, but you're right. Justin Jefferson produces with no matter who he's got. So,
so I think I'll go. No, I think I'm gonna save him. I think I'm gonna put him in the bottom of mine just because of his history. I'm actually gonna go with Brian Thomas,
oh, Brian Thomas Jr.?
Jacksonville. Yeah, the one I traded away last year because I was like, I can. I think I traded him to you for Marvin Harrison or something, or yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I regretted it a little bit, but I still ended up finishing with two top wideouts in the league, two
Okay.
top 10 wideouts.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. Great pick. If he's available, I've got picks 8 and 9 right now in two of the leagues that I'm in, and if Brian Thomas Jr. is
I don't know if he's
available,
falling that far.
right? If he's available when when they get that far, that's who I would definitely take. Um,
It depends on how running back heavy those leagues go.
yeah. So this
Who
is
do you?
this is probably where I would put. Um, I'm actually for whatever. These are the top wide receivers that are going to go in the first round. So the third best wide receiver, to me, is going to be Justin Jefferson. Just because if I miss out on Jamar Chase, CD, then Justin Jefferson is going to be my next point. I'm just going to have to take a gamble on him, just because if he's healthy, he's going to put up those consistent numbers. Because I
Yeah,
think the worst that he did when he was healthy was like 16 points when
Oh
I
yeah,
had him.
he was always definitely putting up numbers, and it was just his health. But I'm gonna go with CD in my fourth spot because I had him last year. He was always consistent.
Yeah.
I think he only missed like one, maybe two games. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I can get on board with that, especially with the Pickens.
Yeah,
I
with
don't
the
know.
Pickens
It's
pickup,
gonna
they
it's
actually have another receiver downfield that people actually have to respect, and it's not just him trying to beat the double teams every single time. You got to they're gonna have to pick and choose who they're
yeah,
gonna cover on certain routes in
right.
certain games. So I think that benefits him a lot.
All right, my number 4 is going to be good old Puka. I'm going Puka number 4 as the fourth best
Uh,
wide receiver.
he's going. He's going in my later round. I like him, but he was out for a while last season.
He was, but
But I mean,
when he came back though, Mans was crazy.
Man was going off when he did come back, but I don't think I can put him in my top 5.
Yeah, I mean
Do I,
he finished 26th, he only not playing every game. How many games did he play?
so he played 11, it
He
looks
only
like.
played 11 out of 17 and finished 26 with 206 fantasy points. So a full
Uh,
healthy season is I mean, and there's no Cooper Cup.
that is true. They did drop
And they still have
Cooper.
Matt Stafford, who continues to show that he's not slowing down. He's not like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but
Or
they did pick up Devontae too, so you have to
yeah,
throw that in there.
yeah, but
Um,
how did Devontae do last year on the Raiders? Or no, he played for the Did he
Bills,
play for
I think.
the Jets? He was with
Oh yeah,
Aaron Rodgers.
he was with Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron
He finished
Rodgers
11th
11th.
with
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers. So,
and he missed 3 games.
all right, here's your five.
Um,
Fifth best
I gotta
wide
put
receiver available.
yeah, I gotta put I gotta put JJ up there, Justin Jefferson. I can't leave him off the top 5 and just
Yeah,
have to risk it.
probably.
I
I
think the
think
next list is gonna be spicy.
yeah, for sure.
Hmm?
Oh, I was like, why can't I put this J here? Okay. All right, so Flash's list is Chase Brown, BTJ, CD, and Jettas. My number 5 is probably going to be. I'm gonna go with St. Brown, number 5.
I was about to say, yeah, if you disrespect St. Brown and don't put him up there, that was
I'm
gonna
not
be a
disrespect.
travesty in the
I'm
list.
not disrespecting him.
That was gonna be a travesty.
I'm not disrespecting him. Oh wait, hold on. Where's the Where's the thing at? Oh my god, I have to add a text box here for some
Well,
reason. Oh well.
you're a paragraph text. That's a bold choice there, Cotton.
All
Don't
right.
know that. Not sure I know that guy.
All right, St. Brown. All right, so my top picks in the first round are Chase Lamb, Jefferson Puka, and St. Brown. So let's get to later rounds, or honestly just later picks. Like if you've got later picks, you know who you would go for. So I'm gonna go first on this one.
All right, sounds
Um,
good.
I'm probably gonna go with Nico.
Do I have to move it to this next page or can you take me
Uh,
there? Hold on.
no, you have to scroll. Just scroll down.
Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, cool. I was like, wait, I'm still on the old page. All right, go ahead. We got 2 through 5.
All right, I'm starting off with Nico Collins. I'll fix the text part. I don't know why it's showing up. All right, Nico Collins. That's probably one of my, if I get to round 2, or if I've got a later pick like 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm going for Nico Collins.
Okay. One of mine was going to be Terry McLaurin, but with his deal still up in the air and Washington refusing to pay him,
Yeah,
he scares me a bit.
yeah.
So I'm actually uh trying to think of who I really want. Number 1 in the second round.
Second round, or just a later pick. Like none of these guys are available up here. So who's
Yeah,
next
none of
on
those
that?
are available.
Yeah. So who's next?
So I'll probably go. I'll go AJ Brown.
All right, good pick, AJ Brown. Okay. My second pick is going to be Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, that is true. I forgot you didn't put him on
Yeah.
your tops. All right. I'm probably gonna go with the guy out of Seattle, Jackson Smith,
Oh,
Najigaba.
and Jigba.
Najib,
Yeah.
yeah, he had a really great coming out last year. Finished top. Actually, let me see. Yeah, he finished 9th. Played every game. I don't see him really slowing down.
Yeah, and DK's gone.
That is true.
All right, my third pick that I'm looking at is Malik Neighbors.
Ah,
And I'm not
he's
being, and I promise I'm not being like purposefully different than you. I think Jackson's gonna be my 4. So
yeah, Napers is definitely on my radar. It's just Giants and their quarterbacks are just have since Eli retired, it's just been
well,
pain.
their quarterback is Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but we saw what he did in Pittsburgh last year. Russell ain't the
What's
same
crazy
Russell.
about Pittsburgh though is Pittsburgh started off like 7-2.
So just ain't Russin' no more. I'm actually gonna go Tyreek Hill here.
Okay, Tyreek Hill. Not bold. Black. All right, Tyreek Hill. Good pick. I'm going Jackson Smith in Jigba.
All right. I'll go Terry McLaurin here just for and hope and pray when the season comes around they sign him.
Yeah, cuz if the Commanders,
If the
if the Commanders still
Commanders
have him,
mess that up,
yeah, if the
yeah,
Commanders still have him,
he's gonna be.
he's great. But if anybody else, it's hard to tell. It depends on who that quarterback is.
Yeah, and how his play style is gonna be.
Yeah, I think my 5 pick here, just if all these people aren't available, who I'm going for. Let's say I've got last pick, and it's not a reliable running back. I'm going Drake London.
Ooh, Atlanta,
Yeah, I'm going
hot
Drake
Atlanta.
London. I'm going
All right,
Drake London.
I'll probably put Puka there in my 5 then, because he'll still be available, hopefully, somewhere in there.
Okay, I like. You did say it was spicy, and it's definitely spicy. I like this. Both of our lists are pretty different. Um, I think I'm gonna have Terry in a sleeper pick just because we've got a month until the season starts, so it just depends on who has him by then. So, but yeah, I like this. So we've got Nico, BTJ, Malik Neighbors, JSN, Drake London, AJ Brown, JSN, Tyreek, Terry, and Puka. All right, so for our final topic are some sleeper or stash wide receivers, and this just could be late round wide receivers.
Yeah,
or
I
even
think
some
I'm gonna put some like
rookies.
honorable mentions that just didn't make the cut on my list earlier,
Yeah,
and then maybe a couple like deep sleepers that I'm kind of but maybe
because
some rookies or
yeah, because
something.
there's still a bunch of good wide receivers.
There's so many receivers
Yeah,
left that are
so
like
for
they
these,
got left off.
I don't want people. So like you said, AJ Brown up here. I don't want to put AJ Brown. These are people who aren't gonna make it past like the 4th round. So I would go to like your tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 type players that are gonna fall super late. So that's kind of what I want out of this list.
Okay.
Someone I want to do that was actually pretty good last year that'll probably fall down to at least round like 6 is Jerry Jeudy.
I'm thinking Debo might fall as well.
Yeah,
With his new team.
I think Debo will fall too. So is that what you want for your 1?
Yeah, you can put Debo in there. With him getting traded to Washington, I think he's gonna either really shine with them.
Yeah, because I feel like he had some good years as a 49er, and then last year's production just wasn't there.
It was not there. Bliss is doing the giveaway again. I mean, did I win last night? Hold on, I'll tab him out. Give me 1 second. Let me find Bliss. Oh, it doesn't say he's live. When's he going live, Jenny? All right, sorry. All right, let's see. Who do I think else would fall? Oh, damn it. I messed up. I knew who I should have put first on my list now, just so it would trigger my boy.
Are you gonna say Travis Hunter?
You already know. Both sides of the ball. Colorado all the way. Give me Travis Hunter.
All right, I'll give you Travis Hunter. I'm actually gonna go. Marvin Harrison was taken pretty high in some
Last
rounds
year's and
last
then
year's, and he would have a good game, then he would have like an off game. So it's hard to say, but that's not going to be my pick. The reason I bring this up is because I'm going to go with a rookie out of Carolina with McMillan. He's the only wide receiver in anything I've looked at that is worth a pickup, and if he's available late, like later rounds, I'm gonna get him, and then we're just gonna see. Because you've got on that team, you've got Adam Thielen. Bryce figured it out in the later half of the season, so I think they've got a chance. And I know that you said
yeah, you already know.
Travis Hunter. I honestly I think he's gonna go on my sleepers list too. Oh, I did it wrong. Because he can produce. It just depends on what
Does
side of
Cameron win both? That's cool.
it's we just gotta see what side of the ball
What
he's
is
on
that
more.
first name? Is that? Can you give me the pronunciation of your wide receiver's first name?
No, I can't. I'm not gonna try. T. McMillan. That's what we're gonna call him. T. McMillan.
T. McMillan.
So Baker's hurt, and Chris Godwin got hurt last year. But
you know who never gets hurt?
You know who never gets hurt? Mike Evans, baby.
Yeah.
Mike Evans. He's available late.
Man, 40 and putting up them touchdowns. Man, what we doing? We ain't running the ball down here. Throw it up.
There's no way he's 40.
Throw it up to Mike. Bro, he's been in the league for
16 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Mike Evans' age. He's 31. He's only 31. All right, who's your third? Who's your third sleeper? Yes. Actually, I'm gonna end up putting another rookie on here, but it's only one more.
Anyways, I was thinking Godwin, but yeah, his health scares me, so I'm gonna actually put if I can't get CD, then I'm gonna pick up George Pickens.
Okay.
He's gonna be my sleeper. Seeing how he meshes with Dak. If he's available late and I don't have CD, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab him.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna go with my 4 is gonna be Travis Hunter. Because
I think you were gonna let him make the cut.
As a stash, though, I'm not gonna waste I would get him 7 or later.
First round off the board, T Hunter if I get it.
I'm not wasting anything above 7 on Travis Hunter, but I'll stash him just in case he turns out to be a good wide receiver. And Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. He's not bad. So, all right, who's your next sleeper or stash?
This is where it gets tough. There's so many people that I think will come off the board, so I'm trying to think of names that just are most likely always going to be there. Marvin Harrison Jr. is definitely up there. You know what? I'm gonna put D Hop going to Baltimore.
That's a good sleeper
Play
pick.
with Lamar.
I mean,
Play with
when
Lamar.
he signed with KC, he had some good games.
Yeah, and then KC just
Died.
died. Yeah, I don't know. T Swift effect.
All right, my
Yeah.
last sleeper pick, someone that you can stash or pick in the later rounds, is it's between a couple people. There's a lot of good sleeper picks out there. I'm gonna throw out some honorable mentions and then I'll give my official pick. So some honorable mentions are Tank Dell, if when he's healthy. Stephon Diggs. He's on New England now. So, I mean, he is New England's best person.
Yeah, and you're pairing him up with Drake May, but then that offensive line and their offense is questionable with Belichick out.
Yeah. Well, he's been out, but yeah. He wasn't the coach last year.
That's why they looked that bad.
Chris Olave.
Oh, New Orleans. Yep.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take another rookie here, another rookie stash that you should keep your eye out for. I need the whole thing, please. Thank you. Trey Harris. Trey Harris is gonna be my sleeper pick here.
All right, so I guess I'll rattle off a couple honorable mentions, and then try to figure out who exactly I want. So
And
I'm gonna put Devontae Smith.
Okay, Devontae Smith, yeah.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else is DJ Moore.
For the Bears.
And then I think who do I really want to risk it all on?
I think for next segment I'm gonna add honorable mention list. A top 5 honorable mentions.
Yeah, just maybe like 2 or 3 each section, like, hey, honorable mention into there. This one's gonna be a little off because they're probably gonna go pretty at least by the 5th round. But I'm gonna put T. Higgins there.
No, I mean that's understandable because I mean Jamar Chase is
I think he
gonna
might go.
Jamar Chase
but
is gonna
Higgins
take up all
still
the
went off a lot.
Yeah, he did. I mean Jamar Chase is gonna take all the attention, so it's really like if I have T Higgins available with my 5th pick, you know, I would do this. So okay, so we've got some good lists here. Hopefully help anybody out who's watching, you know, if they're struggling to be like who's really worth it. You've got lots of options, especially at wide receiver. So all right, well, this is going to be uploaded Monday, and then we'll record every Sunday and post it on Monday until fantasy football starts. And then once fantasy football starts, we either talk about how some of the players are doing, or we'll get into some good bets that you guys can do. But that's kind of the plan for right now. So I just want to thank Flash for coming on, and I'm gonna put this on YouTube. So thank you guys so much.